Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. This is the apex, the grand finale of the Clifton Road Games Players Cup, which was on the 23rd of September 2023. This is the grand final featuring Ryan Pang and, well, here he is again, pole shuffling from the bottom. It's Alex Northey. He just can't keep away. Defeated Mew in the top 4. I believe that player's name was Joshua. I hope I haven't got that wrong. Yeah, so here he is in the final. Now we saw Ryan playing against Mark Fox in the top 4. If you haven't watched that, I recommend watching it first. It's chronological, it's canon, it does come before this. You know, this isn't Star Wars. You don't jump in at part 4 and then jump back to part 1 a decade or 2 later. We do it in order here. So if you haven't seen the one before that, which is Alex Northey versus I believe another gentleman called Ryan. It looks like a heads. I don't know who called heads. But anyway, yeah, if you haven't seen it, then that comes first. So top 8, we've got a top 8, a top 4, and a top 2. Now I'm just thinking, like, so Alex pile shovels from the bottom. Could you draw from the bottom? Yeah, could you put your what? Would anyone get upset if you put your prize from the bottom? Technically, the whole deck is randomised, and it looks like we've got a mulligan there. So the whole deck's randomised. I mean, he likes to draw from the bottom, obviously. So, and he's just confirming, can I use your dice? Yes, you can. Those are mine. They're blue ones. They're really good. I recommend everybody buying a set of these bad boys. I'll show you all at the end what they are, because I can't remember the name of them. I might actually have them in a bag here. Chessex, I believe they're called. Yeah, I can't find them. Anyway, Chessex 6-sided dice kit. You get like a load of them. Another mulligan. So if you weren't aware, Alex is playing the Miraidon EX, and Ryan is playing Gardevoir. So it's actually a rerun for Alex. He did play this same matchup against someone else called Ryan, funny enough, in the top 8. So we've got basic this time. But I believe, and this is no disrespect to the other Ryan, the level of competition here is going to be just a little bit stiffer, I think, from finals Ryan. Final boss Ryan might just be a little bit stronger than top 8 Ryan, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're all learning, we're all improving. Alex does look like to be going first. 2 mulligans means that he's seeing 10 cards instead of 7 for his first turn. Sorry, 10 cards instead of 8, excuse me. And here comes the tandem train. Little sneaky image there of Mark Fox's trainer. There it is again, in that top right corner. Just checking that the Radiant Greninja is in the sleeve. It is. It's not falling out. It does look like Alex's sleeves are a bit bigger. If you look, I mean, it looks like there's a lot more space around that Miraidon than there is around that Greninja. Here comes the Mareep onto the bench and a Zeraora. Assuming he's got another one in hand. Yeah, there's another Miraidon there. The tandem train keeps on chewing down the tracks. Not sure what we're going to see here, though. I should think it's a Raikou, actually. I don't know why I'm saying I'm not sure what I'm going to see. I'm just speaking without thinking. I think we can see in the deck that there is Luminion and Squawkabilly, so this is sort of a bit more closely related to the Jesse Parker build that comes second at the Pittsburgh regionals a few weeks ago. Was previously running the Path version to great success, actually. Has won 2 successive cups, which were the Bournemouth and Kingsbridge. I'm very sorry, I can't remember the name of the shops. Do apologise. Come fourth as well at the Tiverton. I do remember the name of that one is Bridge Trial Tiverton Cup. So finally was looking for an excuse. Really was like, well, I need to make some changes here to the deck, but I keep winning, so I don't really know what changes to make. Well, he's found an excuse now. He came fourth, and here he is again in the finals. So changes were well done, and we're just waiting for the Battle VIP pass. Of course, as is with every Pokemon card player, well, most of them, first search of the game takes bloody ages. So everybody's gonna have to sit back, relax, maybe stick the kettle on, and we're gonna hopefully get some Pokemon in play soon. I should think we're going to see a double Rolls. Oh no, excuse me. There's a Mew and a Rolls. Yep, this is why I did not make top 8. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, another Battle VP Classicals. Oh, I do remember. It was funny actually. After Alex cut Ryan's deck, he was like, "Look at this! I'm going to get triple Battle VIP pass." Started with 2, so good enough. Definitely good enough. And we can see now 4 basic Pokemon populating the bench. There's the Iono. So that early extra draw from Alex now is not going to be worth much. They both get 6. And there's another there's another Battle VIP pass. So, oh god, all 4 Battle VIP pass seen turn 1. Now, you're only really going to have to make do with 3, so the prediction was somewhat true there from Ryan. Got to wonder now if he's got some fast fingers stacking that deck. I'm joking, of course. It's a very serious allegation, but yeah, fair play. You know, sometimes if your opponent just gets it, then they've got it. And it looks like we've got the 4 Ralts now populating the bench. You've got 2 of is that Astral Radiance? I think it might be. And then you've got the Memory Skip one, and then one brand new one from oh, that's got to be from Sword and not Sword and Shield, bloody hell, from Scarlet Violet base set. Mew is going to be taking the active Sport and Mysterious Tail, looking at the top 6 cards of the deck. We're going to get a Trainer out, which is lovable today. Are you going in, or are you just going to shuffle? Ryan once again with that landscape into portrait shuffling shenanigans, mixing it up. No doubt confusing Alex a little bit with the switching back and forward. Difficult to see the dark cards, the dark sleeves there on that World's player mat. Alex on the other end, going as bright as possible. Bright yellow against the dark blue. And that Cosmog looking pretty shifty up top. He's drawn for turn, isn't he? Okay, we've got manual attach here on the Miraidon. And there's the Lost City, one of the new techs. Okay, well, it looks like we're getting, I assume that's a Raichu or maybe a Raikou. Some energy there hitting the deck, hitting the bench, hitting the discard pile, excuse me. There's a dog bark in the corner, it's sort of distracting me a little bit. And we've got the turn 2 Flaffy. Electric Jenny. Alex, renowned for hitting the double Jenny. He's got 1. Does he have another one? Nope, just the 1. Gonna have to make do with the 1. And I'm going to shuffle your deck as well because I don't trust you. You know, fair play to Ryan here, coming out late September, already got the Christmas jumper on. He knows what it's about. Not scared to rep the Christmas jumper this early on in the year, but no doubt just super festive, super excited to be getting a little bit colder now into the winter months. Looks like the Dynamo there is going on to the Miraidon. Yep, we still got manual retreat. Manual retreat there. 1 for the Miraidon into the Raikou. And that's going to be a fleet-footed for 1. Interesting strategy here. It seems, oh, Memory Charm. So 250 now on the Raichu. Alex does seem to favour the red token onto the Raichu. And there's the knockout. Mew hits the Lost Zone for 1 prize. Now, I'm not sure if Ryan was really ready or expecting that this early. I mean, maybe expecting the Mew knockout, but going into the Lost Zone, I suppose it's not super impactful. I think maybe there would have been more value in finding an escape rope, taking out either routes or that Radiant Greninja. Lost zoning a Radiant Greninja would be super annoying here for Ryan, but alas, it's not to be. Keelia turn 2. We've already got some Psychic Energy as well in the discard pile. Going to be able to bin off one of that Battle VIP pass if he wants to. Might be choosing to favour other Psychic Energy. There's 1 Psychic Energy in discard pile. There's 3 Battle VIP passes. 2, oh no, not 2 Keelias, it's the 1 Keelia. Ah, yep, there's that Battle VIP pass. Get out of my hand, you sucker. I think I see a switch card. And a level ball number 2. No surprises what we're going to find with this one. Should think it's Akelia. I think he's already got it to the front. Just looking through the deck again, seeing what's there, getting a better grip of what's there and what's in the prizes. Another shifty little look. Cards hit the table. Going to look again though, and again. Quick shuffle up. Landscape to portrait. There's the cut. Now it's an interesting position here. Overall, I'd say Miraidon does not have what we call a positive matchup against Gardevoir. Big single prizes, able to take massive knockouts. Single prizes, knocking out 2 prizes. It's pretty easy to see how that can run away with you. Now, I don't know what the best strategy is. I feel like the best strategy is to just move fast and punch fast. Try to get the setup first. And it seems like we're going to refinement that power pad for 2. And then we're going to be losing energy there with the Radiant Greninja for another 2. I think the reversal energy has been found. Keelia number 3. Refinement. Losing another psychic energy to draw 2. Now, is the poor Ralts gonna be... I mean, I suppose if we're gonna sacrifice it, maybe it's worth doing that 10 damage. And then forcing him not to have the Lightning Rondo next turn. It's probably not worth it. It doesn't really take you any closer to knocking out the Raikou, see, because the Gardevoir deck does work in multiples of 3. So 250 is sort of in between. I don't know, I suppose actually it does make a difference actually, because you go from 210 to 240. So you would actually require. Unless I'm doing the maths wrong on that. Yeah, it's 90 plus 30. So there's a collapsed stadium. Okay. One Miraidon is gone. So actually, yeah, hitting the memory skip, I believe, does affect the maths here. With that bravery charm, putting you on to 240 HP, putting the Raikou to 240 HP means it's going to be 1 less energy to knock it out, and next turn it can't Lightning Rondo. So that's really annoying actually. And with no V's in play without tools, there's no opportunity to for a Seal Stone to search for stuff that you might need, like for example an escape rope to be able to reset the memory skip. There could be value in that attack. I don't know if Ryan's going to do it or not. I was sat right there. Oh, no. Okay, no, he's going to value just having the Ralts in play. Oh, no, he's going to value actually having a Gardevoir in play. And, do you have the boss? If you got the boss, fair play, you got the boss. But if not, then next turn there's going to be some shenanigans coming back. Here we go. Back over to Alex. Going to pass over for turn. Offering up that Radiant Greninja. You've taken the Mew. Feel free, have the Greninja. With triple refinement in play, Greninja's sort of a bit of a more of a minimal asset. Okay, using that red counter this time for the tandem train. What's left in deck? A Raikou and a Raichu, I think. So actually, another Raichu may have already hit the discard pile. I couldn't quite see earlier off of the research. It is a free attack. Right now, Raikou into the Greninja. We'll put him on to 4 prizes to 6. Unfortunately, oh, so this is cool. So now that we got the V in play, what I said about not being able to force Steel Stone, no longer in effect. Alex now, I mean, is he going to consider the boss's orders to take out the Gardevoir? Shame we don't still have that Lost City in play, because that would have been a much bigger play, taking out a full Gardevoir line. Problem is, yes, is gonna be valuing getting the knockout on that Gardevoir. Starting to wonder if the memory skip option might have been a good one, but obviously I'm not the level of player right now that Ryan is, so especially with this deck, so I can't speak to it. But what are we doing now? Oh, Dynamotor, of course. Now we can see energy here going on to the Zeraora and now the Raichu V. So Zeraora, of course, able to punch into a Gardevoir. If Gardevoir is powered up by Gardevoir EX, 3 energy goes on to Gardevoir. It has 80 HP left, and that is Oh no, it would have to go down another energy. So 4 energy goes on to Gardevoir, 60 HP left. A Zero Aura for a single energy can actually knock it out, which is nice. Now playing up the Radiant Greninja, that's potentially a telltale here that Ryan doesn't necessarily have it ready to go for getting out another Gardevoir and excuse me, a Gardevoir EX. Could be wrong, of course. Don't know what's in the hand. Didn't see it. Just counting up the energy now. Is it time to knock out the Raikou? Conceal cards. Gets another 2 into hand. Time for the refinement train. There's the Gardevoir EX. Of course, going on to the Keely that's done refinement. Ooh, dropping the rare candy there. Probably don't need it now. Now, the thing with the Radiant Greninja being active is you have to attach for turn in order to attach retreat. The Gardevoir EX cannot power to it, ability to it, I should say, which is fine. It's just worth noting. It's always worth being aware of all the different technicalities of the game state. Final refinement. Research hitting the discard pile for another 2. Now again, I've said it multiple times and say it again, I'm not a Gardevoir expert. I feel like, however... Oh, do you know what? I'm saying he needs to attach retreat. Beach Court is in play. Oh my god, I'm such a scrub, bro. Terrible scrub. I apologise to everyone watching. How did I miss that? It is free retreat on the Greninja. And here comes Gardevoir. One of those situations, it's pretty common in the Pokemon trading card game where, in fact, your stadium helps your opponent. I'm not sure. You could argue it's not necessarily helped him, but it's a nice safety net to know that, like, if all the manure hits the fan here, at least I've got the Radiant Greninja active. I've not committed a Kelia, and not found a Gardevoir, anything like that. So it's nice to have that to fall back on. Either way. Big question, where do we go from here? Checking that discard pile, no doubt counting up energies. Free retreat. We've had the Shining Arcana. There's that big reverse energy. Already pumping out 150 damage. Needs to do 250, so that's going to be 270 needed. What is that? That's 7 energy, I believe. So it needs to put 4 on this Gardevoir in order to knock out. I'm pretty sure I've done the maths on that correctly. See, I never really picked up the Gardevoir when it became popular with the Gardevoir yet. So my understanding of the maths for this deck, I never really bothered to learn it. But I'm sort of catching up now. Just checking out Zero, will it really knock him out? Yeah, it will. If you put 4 on, it will knock him out. 2, 3. There it is. There's the big 4. Definitely worth noting. Well, if Ryan had opted for that that Ralts play, then he would actually only need 3 here, and then wouldn't subsequently be knocked out by the Zero Aura. Easy to look at in hindsight. Probably overall not as smart of a play, but funny. This is the thing though with the Pokemon TCG, is that actually sometimes you've got to discuss and look at all the different branches of options and opportunities that you have, and that's a good way to actually just improve and learn as a player. No doubt Ryan has probably chosen the most optimal path here. What's hitting the bench? That is a trainer, and I believe that's going to be a Super Rod. Just the Ralts and Gardevoir, because no Keelias were harmed in the making of this Gardevoir with the rare candy. Ooh, Iono as well. Definitely looking to dig for those Ralts. There's not much left of the deck as well, so I actually quite fancy his chances here, It is 6 cards. I wouldn't be surprised to see the rolls. We got level ball, so in a way, I believe it was Gardevoir, then rolls were the next 2 cards as well. So 2 cards short, unfortunately. Yeah, really not a lot left of that one. Ralts, number 4, is back on the bench. Is that the memory skip one as well? I can't. It's damn shiny cards. Goddamn shiny cards. It's hard to tell. Now that is the KO. 2 prizes now. Makes it 4-4. It's all evened up. It's all squared away. Going to favour the Miraidon into the active spot. It does have free retreat. I remember that. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, but 80 damage on that Gardevoir. It has 60 HP left. You'll never guess how much Zeraora does to evolve Pokemon. Yep, it does 60. Ooh, next card for Alex was the Drapion. Not going to be effective in this matchup. Goes without saying. Drapion, yeah, so Ryan doesn't play any Single Strike, Rapid Strike, or Fusion Strike either, so it would be 4 manual attach energies. He's got the Dynamotor, obviously. Is there a second Flaffy in deck? We've seen the Mareep for a while. I didn't actually check there to see if the Mareep, the Flaffy, excuse me, is in the deck, or is it in the discard pile? Here we go. Here's that Zeraora. So this is cool because what it does is it stops Ryan from being able to get ahead in the prize trade. Well, in theory. So the knockout now on the Gardevoir is going to go 3-3. 3-4. And then if Ryan is not able to boss up a 2 prizer, it'll go 3-3, not 3-2. Still got that beach court in play. We're not forgetting that twice. Something is potentially hitting the bench. What could it be? Cresselia? Just thinking of all the different options that Gardevoir has. It has the Zacian V, it has the Cresselia, it has the Mew there. Mew's gone, of course. Okay, here is the 4th Kelia. The memory skip Kelia as well. Sorry, is it memory skip? Mirage Step. Mirage Step? Mirage, I think it's Mirage Step. Memory skips the rolls. So this is the get out of jail at a minimal cost Kelia. 1 energy search in your deck for up to 3 Kelias. And Manaphy is going to be hitting the discard pile with the refinement. Totally forgot the Manaphy's in there. Got to have Manaphy. Got to have that bench defense, haven't you? It's sort of a given at the moment in the Pokemon TCG that pretty much every deck is 59 cards plus Manaphy, just because of how powerful cards like Radiant Greninja are. Really, I think Radiant Greninja probably being the biggest reason to play the Manaphy. Big hand size now for Ryan. Going to be evolving that Ralt into the Kelia. The Ralts did go down last turn. And that looks like an Ultra Ball. It's hard to tell because they all look the same when they're gold and shiny. Worker. And is that Cresselia? Yeah, it is Cresselia, yep. So I think Ryan, just seeing here that Cresselia's on do a lot. You could take out the Mareep, the Flaffy. It would be an effective wall, actually, in this situation, because let's say that you got the Cresselia out and you punched and you moved the damage counts onto the Flaffy, or so for example, when you manage to knock out the Flaffy, you're taking away the energy acceleration, but also then you're sat with this 120 HP Pokemon, this basic, that Zeraora does nothing to, forcing Alex to play a 2 prizer, of which is going to be either Miraidon or Raichu, just to knock it out, and then, it'll be easy then to get that 2 prize knockout in return, but I think are we going to see a boss? No, we're going to see an artisan. I can't remember if a support has been played yet for this turn. I don't think it has. Something I'm noticing really with Ryan is that it seems like pretty much all of his turns, the supporter is coming very late. It's like coming very late in his turn. Quite often I would see you seem to see the support come quite early, but Ryan able to hold off until he absolutely needs to do something. I believe that's 2 cards left in deck. Oh dear, yeah, it is 2 cards left in deck. He's seen pretty much the whole deck. Not sure what he's looking for. Possibly a boss. There it is. Opting to boss up the Raichu V without the tool, because that's the one that can be hit with the bravery, attach the bravery charm in order to make a bigger, Jesus, to give it more HP. Deja Vu here. Oh no, he's going up to 120 damage this time, so it's pretty big. There's 6, so 6 energy on that Gardevoir, so that's going to be doing 240. I believe. No, is it 240? Is he overcooked? 6. Yeah, I think that is 240. Going to be dropping that Zacian V into play. I'm assuming he knows that there's possibly like another boss at the bottom of the deck. And he's going to search for the Forest Seal, so sort of a checkmate situation, unless Alex can. Well, no, it's terrible, because I'd say, oh, if Alex could boss up the Zacian and knock it out, but then you're stuck with a 2 prizer active, and he's loading up, doing 240 damage with that Gardevoir, so not the best. Sort of a bit of a created a little bit of a checkmate situation here. Oh, what do you do? Like knock out the Gardevoir and just say, yeah, you don't have it? Like, what do you do? I think this is possibly a time where Alex might be thinking, oh, I wish I had the path to the peak, because you could potentially path to the peak. Getting path to the peak this late when multiple stadiums have been played could be potentially last stadium. We've seen the collapse, we've seen the Artisan, we've seen the worker go down as well. So a path to the peak, and not that Alex has played it. I'm just playing Theorymon. Yeah. Oh, there's that second Fluffy. Okay, it does exist. So we go path to the peak, knock out the Gardevoir, all the energy in the discard pile. Nothing you can do. Job's a good one. But unfortunately, Alex doesn't play the path anymore. So we're gonna have to make do with what we've got here. Double Dynamotor. Better late than never. And bossing up the Gardevoir EX. So this is an interesting strategy here now. So it's like I don't think I don't think he's opting. He's only going to go 5 and do 300 damage, so he's not actually knocked out. But what this does do is it puts the Gardevoir onto 10 health left. They're just like, I can't be bothered to put that much damage counters on. Don't worry about it. That's my hand there. I was going to actually just put a single die on. It's an interesting checkmate situation here. Like, well, it could be a checkmate situation. Oh, Super Rod 2 back, Shining Arcana. That's a big brain play. So, in case you missed that, because it was just a little bit rough, use the Super Rod to put 2 Psychic Energy back into the deck. Use Shining Arcana to put them straight onto the Gardevoir EX active, giving it the 2 energy retreat cost into the bench Gardevoir with the 6 energies on it, and that's the last 2 prize knockout of the game. That was a nice little recovery option there from Ryan. I'm very impressed with that. Definitely a good set here to be learning about how to play Gardevoir, I would say, more than anything else. Yeah, Alex finding some chinks, a few chinks in the old armor there, the plot armor that he's been rolling for a number of weeks now, pretty much the whole of September, I would say. Starting to get a bit used and rusted up. We're going to go into game 2. I should think that Alex is going to choose first. As soon as he's done shuffling that deck. Nope, nope, not yet. Just a little bit more. Just need to make sure that all the good cards are in the middle so that he gets cut into all the good cards. Here we go. Now, I don't think it's ever a good sign when you take your time putting your active for setup. I feel like That to me is saying, I'm not really sure. But I could be wrong because Alex is here with the Raikou, which is probably one of the more optimal starters. Cresselia we saw get binned off. Probably not even an optimal card in this matchup at all. Getting the Miraidon early. Let's get some basics out. What do you reckon? Probably another Miraidon and a Flaffy? Mareep. God, I get them mixed up all the time. Jeez. The sheep. The lightning sheep. Picking it back up. It's like, nah, don't do that. Because you got another one in hand, haven't you? Yeah, buddy. That could have been a real misplay there. Tandem uniting for a Miraidon from the deck when you already have one in hand. I suppose you could say thinning is winning, but how much thinning are you doing? Are you just going to clog your hand up with a Miraidon that you don't really need? Anyway, either way, bench is now populated. We did get the Zeraora and the sheep coming in. So of the field currently, Raikou and Mareep, the oldest Pokemon. Gen 2. I believe Cresselia is the next oldest. I believe that's Gen 4. Zeraora, who knows, man? I don't know when that was. That Sun and Moon? I don't know. Could have been Black and White. No, I don't know. Either way, pointless information for everyone. Please do tune in again. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. All that pointless information. Don't let it go to waste, alright? First turn level ball here. I should think we're going to see probably a Ralts or... Oh, no, probably I did this last game, didn't I? The Mew's a good count here because... So this is actually really interesting, as you can see. So checking the basics, and then actually... Okay, so I can probably level ball for the Mew. How many Battle VIP pass do I have? Is it worth it? Am I going to pull into them? I definitely saw 2 there. And there's the Mew. Got to, really, didn't you? The Mew's going to provide the opportunity to get the Battle VIP passes, which is going to give you the opportunity to get 2 Ralts into play, whereas just level balling for 1 Ralts, well, 1 is less than 2. It's exactly half, right? Do have the energy for the attached retreat from the Cresselia, and Mew is going to be using its mysterious tail. Oh my days, brother. Oh, God. It looked like it was going to be a swing and a miss, but it wasn't. The plot armor has been truly taken away from Alex now. It's all on Ryan. That was the absolute nuts. Just finding that VIP pass. And we're going to see a double Ralts hitting the bench. Don't play another VIP pass, mate. Just don't do it. We've got level ball there. Sort of consideration, do I save that for the Killia, or do I populate the bench further? We've got the Ultra Ball as well, so definitely an argument to be made for just getting the Ralts in play. I like it. I like it. Here he is. The big R. Alright, so turn 1 once again. We've got the 4 Ralts into play. And we've got the pass over. It's probably going to be another Raikou knockout turn 2, excuse me, for Alex. They say history doesn't repeat itself, it just rhymes. Oh no, excuse me, I got that wrong. It's actually 3 Ralts and 1 Killia. 1 Cresselia, excuse me. 3 Ralts and 1 Cresselia. So, yeah, there you go. History does not repeat. It does, in fact, rhyme. That is slightly different. And we're going to see the judge. Just for everyone listening to home, I want you to know that while this game is going on, there's maybe 5, 6 of us all stood around, sort of nearby, watching and just chatting absolute nonsense. I mean, we could not really have been much more distracting without it being a genuine problem for the players. We were chatting about all sorts, some of it Pokemon related, some of it not. But even through all that thick and thin, these two have just battled it on. It sort of had a bit of like a, I don't want to say, the only thing I think I would say is like Fight Club vibes. It was like just the two guys gritting it out in the final, and everyone stood around chatting. Like some kind of smoky pool hall or something. Except it wasn't that cool. It was just a card game shop. But yeah, real testament to these two players, continuing right to the bitter end, looking to make up that 10-point CP difference by being victorious, and you get playmat, of course. Fleet-footed number 2. And oh my god, Alex did not get an energy. That is Ataroshios. That's big, man. That's big. Not getting an energy, not getting that knockout. You remember last game it was the Lost City. Probably actually maybe a little bit too early with the Lost City. Could have saved it for a Ralts or a Killia or even a Gardevoir, in fact. But this turn, nothing. Just not even, man. Whoa! Ultra Ball double Gardevoir. I suppose you got the rod somewhere to get the Killia. No signs of rare candy. Well, even if there's signs of rare candy, maybe opting not to. Yeah, there it is. There's a rod. Just devaluing the Mew so much there. Just like just play it on it. I don't even care. You're supposed to have knocked that thing out. Freaking Mew. Yeah, and it's just. Yeah, Ryan seems to have sort of everything he needs here. He's getting the setup where Alex is just not, unfortunately, getting that setup. We are seeing some damn good Gardevoir right now, aren't we? We've seen some damn good Gardevoir. He's getting the setup, he's getting the battle VIP passes, we've got the Ralts in play, we've got the Killias, we've got the Mew active, the Mysterious Tail, we've got this and that going on, we've got cards hitting the discard pile. Are we going to see the Radiant Greninja? Radiant Greninja might be prized, actually. I just realised it's not in play. Had a few opportunities to get out, but that's quite likely actually favouring the Killia. Favouring Killia over the Radiant Greninja. I don't blame him. I do not blame him at all. And we're going to see our second refinement turn. Something water hitting the hand there. Could have been a Manaphy. Fog Crystal. Getting either the basic Psychic or the basic Psychic Pokemon. And it's going to be the Ralts. Ralts number 4 here. Oh, don't you just wish you could spread damage right now? Oh! Well, yeah, I suppose that's to be expected, isn't it? Maybe would have liked to have seen another Killia come into play, but beggars can't be choosers. Option to rare candy though next turn. Either way, I feel like Ryan's setup's just a little bit better now than Alex has got. Alex has not seen an energy last turn, wasn't able to get the knockout. The only thing that Miraidon really, the thing that really sets Miraidon apart is that early game aggression. Is that another missed? Oh my god, another mist generator. Jesus. There goes the Professor Rowan. Discard draw 7. There were one Raichu gone. Raichu was a little bit of a liability in that last game. We've seen the Dynamotor finally. And I believe there's an energy in hand, so we can do manual attach to the Raikou, Dynamotor to Raikou, Retreat, Punch, Lightning Rondo. Oh, there's a Lost City again. Oh, there is that escape. Oh no, you're only going to escape route into the Cresselia, aren't you? But I think Alex does really need to start hitting. Yeah, and it looks like that Raikou is going to be the one to do the hitting. Opting to switch cart here, valuing saving the energy over saving the switch cart. I don't think that there's ever going to be a situation where the switch cart is going to be using its healing effect, so I think that's fair enough. There is also Beach Court in deck for later. 2 fleet footings as well, which is nice to see. And Lightning Rondo, first prize of the game. Tried to get to take 2, but then decided against it. I think that's probably wise. Kelia coming active. I think we could see Gardevoir Reversal Energy this turn. This is the problem again with these 2 prizes hitting into the single prizes. It's just like if you're a single prize Pokemon and you can really hit hard, then any 2 prizes is going to really struggle. And that was one of the things that always drew me to Lunasol. That the fact that Lunatone's attack very similar to what Gardevoir does. I think it's the same. It's just like is it 30 plus instead of 90 plus? I think it might be. It just hits bloody hard, really bloody hard, and you can get a lot more energy on it because you're not damaging yourself and stuff. And that's scary. That's scary for if you're having those 2 prizes. If you've got 2 prize Pokemon and you're knocking out, yeah, okay, you've got 90 HP, I'll knock them out, but then they can hit you for like 210, 240. You've got to start building a house in your pants, really. Here's an Iono. It's getting 5, Orion getting 6. Probably looking for that reverse energy. I haven't seen one hit the table yet. Iono, good because it pushes your hand to the bottom, so you're seeing more new cards. So if you stuff in your hand you really didn't want, don't worry, it's at the bottom of the deck until the next time you shuffle it. Alright, it looks like the Iono was into Double Rare Candy and Gardevoir EX. Alex giving it a thumbs up. Yeah, well done, mate. That's not bad. That'll do. Bit of thought here. Now, it does imply that there is psychic energy in that. Now we're going to see. I think the advantage here is you don't need as much psychic energy. Well, if you can get the reverse energy, you can put yourself in a position where the Zeraora Aura cannot knock out the Gardevoir. No psychic energy on the second Shining Arcana. Refinement though, losing a Killia. Don't need him anymore. He sucks at this point. Ryan, just checking there. Again, another really interesting thing there is that he's just seeing where all of his Killias are. It's like, well, actually, there's one in this pile, there's 2 there, so I do actually have another Killia somewhere. 2 for 6, 80 damages going on the Gardevoir. It doesn't look like we're going to see the reverse energy this turn. Does put it in range of Zeraora. I believe Alex does have, yeah, he's got energy in hand, he's prepping. So that's pretty cool. Any other kind of shenanigans that Alex could be cooking this turn? I mean, no, not really. There's not enough energy in play to warrant, say, like going for a smash on the Gardevoir EX. It just looks like it's going to be a nice, easy, simple prize to take. Unfortunately, because Alex actually missed a turn of attacking, he's now actually a turn behind and will only go to 4-4 prizes rather than where he was last game, where he actually went to 3-4. Dynamo to turn. Dance it around long enough, son, it will find its place. I believe, there is a Raichu in hand. Oh, the memory, oh my god, I have terrible memory. Bravery Charm, 270 HP now on that Miraidon. Anything, no, nothing else to do for turn, just going to knock out. And now you got to deal with the Zeraora. Not too bothered, really. I mean, that's going to be pretty easy to fight. Bit annoying that the reverse energy no longer is in effect. But at this point, other than like Flaffy, pretty much everything else that Alex wants to attack with is going to be able to do big numbers anyway. So putting some damage onto a Gardevoir in order to knock out the Zeraora, it is what it is. Not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Unless Alex does opt for the clutch Squawkabilly 1 energy 20 damage, but I just don't really see that happening. Shining Arcana for turn is done. I think just a little energy check. You do need 3 energy to fulfill the requirement of the attack itself, 90 plus 30. So there's no energy attachment for turn. It's going to be at least 60 damage on that Gardevoir. How many of these are going to hit that Gardevoir? If any, actually, I don't know that they will. I'm just guessing, but boss. Right, looks like we're going to value that 2 prize turn, bossing up the Miraidon with 220 HP. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep, 120 damage goes on to the Gardevoir. It's going to go 2 prizes to 4. Alex doesn't really have a reason to scoop. You know, it is the last game potentially of the entire competition, unless it goes to game 3. If he loses this one, he's out. Manual attachment return. There's that reversal energy going on the Keelia, but at this point, I don't think he's ever going to be actually behind on the prizes. Another level ball. It seems like he's just got a million level balls. A lot what seems to be playing in quick succession in the first game. I think that's probably what it is. Opts to fail that search. And Collapse Stadium coming down. Alex cannot play another basic yet, but if that Miraidon goes down, and I think a little swing of the hand there, you know that's it going down. 2 prizes. He's got to attack with a single prize here and hope that there isn't a boss to finish this off. Looks like it's going to be tandem unit here, just seeing if there's any Pokemon left in deck. I did see, I believe, the Drapion and the Luminion, but nothing useful. Nothing that can be searched for tandem unit either, so we're just going to have to leave that as it is. Probably, I actually think Alex probably knew that, but just using that as an opportunity to search the deck to see what was in it. There's that Clutch Raichu V. Can it clutch it out in this last game? Judge. Bit of a last chance saloon situation, I think, for Alex Northey here to bring it home for the home crowd. The Exeter Clifton Road Games Cup. These damn outsiders coming in trying to take our points. To be fair, I suppose Alex has done it enough all over Devon, and yeah, can't really make that complaint. Dynamo for turn. What's our strategy here, guys? What's our strategy? So you knock out the Zeraori, go to 3 prizes. You hope that they don't. Well, they hope they don't boss up a 2 prizer, and they knock you out, and then they're on 1 prize. You're on 3, and then you knock out a single prizer, and then you're on 2, and you hope they don't knock you out, and then you knock out the 2 prizes to win. It's definitely a lot more straightforward for Ryan here to clutch this out than it is for Alex too. I'm going to see Cresselia hitting the active spot. I mean, it's a free retreat, isn't it? Nope. Free is in the power. 3, 6, 7 energy. And looks like we've got boss for game. Yep, there's the handshake, so can just easily boss up the Miraidon or the Raikou. Probably a lot easier. Or the Raichu, in fact, just any of these lightning big boys, and take the last 2 prizes for the game. And that is the competition, won by Ryan Pang from I don't know, I think he's from Wales, I think, possibly, maybe not. I think that might have been the other tournament. No, he was from, was it King Staten? Anyway, apologies, Ryan, I can't remember where you're from, mate. Planet Earth. So Ryan from Planet Earth representing Planet Earth, and Alex also from Planet Earth representing Planet Earth. Great games all round. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do leave some feedback and comment. Share it around as well. I'd like to share what we're doing down here in the sticks of Devon, green Devon. And I hope you join me again for another one very soon. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. I've said that enough times now, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.